Blood painted a brutal story. Kathy rushed to their residence and managed to unlock it with her key and uncovered the chilling truth.
How a young girl who lost her entire family.
Someone killed my grandson.
In 3 bedrooms were 5 bodies.
And I also saw the blood marks.
You can see the police car now.
On July 18th, 2009, in the heart of North Epping, Min Lin and Yoon Lin's migration to Australia marked a new beginning for their family. Their news agency was now a $1 million success, but their sheltered reality was soon about to shatter.
My sister-in-law lying, maybe a part of bodies out of bed.
While away on a school trip, Brenda was completely unaware of the gruesome ordeal her family was about to go through.
Police emergency.
It's quick.
What's wrong?
I think someone died. I'm not sure.
Why do you think someone's dying?
I'm not sure, but maybe someone killed my brother's family. The body, I have to call you.
This is the story of Brenda Lin and the brutal murder of her entire family.
You see, sometimes as teenagers, children part of their families. And I'd be that. I'd give anything to have my family back.
Within their home, they had a tight-knit family consisting of 15-year-old Brenda, 12-year-old Henry, and 9-year-old Terry, brought up by Yoon's sister Irene. Kathy and Robert G., Min Lin's sister and brother-in-law, also lived nearby. They faced a much more turbulent journey from China to Melbourne, where a failed restaurant venture led them to Sydney. But on a vibrant Saturday morning, Min Lin's shop remained stubbornly shut, an anomaly in his loyal routine. Whispers of unease snaked through the community, settling heavily on Min's sister, Kathy. Something was wrong. Kathy rushed to their residence and managed to unlock it with her key and uncovered the chilling truth. Inside, the master bedroom held a horror beyond words. Blood painted a brutal story, and in its center lay Lily, Min's wife, her face unrecognizable beneath the violence.
Brenda's mum and dad, Lily and Min, were bludgeoned to death with a hammer-like object as they slept. The killer moved quickly down the hallway to Aunt Irene's room and bashed her to death.
Panic clawed at Kathy's throat as she called for help.
It's quick.
What's wrong?
I think someone died. I'm not sure.
Why do you think someone's dying?
I'm not sure, but maybe someone killed my brother's family.
The words choked by shock. Where was Min? Was he the suspect of this unspeakable act, now vanished? Or another victim? A flicker of hope emerged. Maybe he was just asleep. But underneath the covers, another shattering discovery. Min lay still, his form as broken as the family's dreams.
The bodies were found by a family member just before 10 this morning.
The cause of death is yet to be established, and the bodies remain in situ.
Miles away, 15-year-old Brenda was blissfully unaware on a school trip and began receiving Facebook messages from her friends asking if she was still alive. A cruel joke, she thought, but the grim truth awaited her at the airport, etched on her tear-stained aunt's face. The Lin family, a symbol of hope and hard work, was no more.
An amazing father, doing everything for us.
Their absence left a gaping hole in the community, filled with a chilling silence of unanswered questions and a chilling suspense that hung heavy in the air. In the aftermath of a chilling crime, signs pointed away from a routine robbery gone wrong. The violence inflicted on the Lin family surpassed all expectations, leading investigators to initially consider close-range shootings. Media speculation of a murder-suicide was quickly dismissed, redirecting attention to a lone assailant. Bloody shoe prints told a gruesome tale. Min Lin and Lily faced a brutal attack with a hammer-like weapon and a string, suggesting a premeditated strike. The calculated assault unfolded between 2 a.m. and 5:30 a.m., with the electricity deliberately cut off beforehand. The murderer had been well acquainted with the house layout and left no signs of forced entry. Brenda's untouched doorknob hinted at a chilling revelation. The killer knew her schedule and had anticipated her absence. 5 members were found brutally murdered, leaving only teenage Brenda alive. Yet the horror didn't end there. Suspicions began swirling around Brenda's uncle, Robert G. He seemed like the perfect picture of support, taking Brenda in after her loss. But was his kindness a facade? Authorities found clues pointing towards this as well. The killer knew the layout, suggesting an insider. Robert had been recorded with his disturbingly uncomfortable touches towards Brenda, and that too fits the profile. But could they reveal this chilling truth to a grieving teenager? The dilemma burdened the investigators. Was Robert a grieving guardian or a cunning predator hiding in plain sight? Brenda, heir to the family fortune, was now under her uncle's legal control.
Brenda had no idea she was now living under the same roof as the killer.
Had the murders been orchestrated for cold, calculated gain with an unthinkable twist? Hidden pinhole cameras captured Robert's unsettling and touchy behavior towards Brenda. While not concrete proof, it painted a disturbing picture. The truth loomed, ready to shatter Brenda's world. Would the revelation bring justice or tear her apart? The answer lay hidden in the shadows, waiting to be unearthed. By then, the prime suspect for the police was Brenda's own uncle, Robert G.
Even on the wall, there was blood. On the wall, on the bed, yes.
The evidence was mounting. The hidden cameras managed to catch Robert shredding a shoebox that matched the unique prints left at the crime scene.
Mechanisms for her to cope with it all. How could one believe that your uncle has murdered the rest of your family?
Police installed cameras in his home and recorded him destroying a shoebox that matched the shoes worn by the killer.
They put some secret cameras into the house.
This was enough reason for police to search his house, and under his floorboards, a stain held a nightmarish truth. DNA from 4 victims, an astronomical feat of coincidence against him. Soon, others began coming forward with suspicions as well. Brenda's principal was extremely protective of her student and observed Robert's unsettling closeness and his possessiveness towards his grieving niece during a parent-teacher meeting. The picture-perfect uncle seemed more and more like a predator. 2 years of agonizing wait ended in Robert's arrest.
Years after the Lin family murders, Brenda's uncle Robert Z was arrested.
An absolute shock. I knew he didn't do it because he's a family member and I knew him.
Then came forward the biggest piece of evidence yet, a jailhouse confession. An inmate claimed Robert confessed to the murders, saying he got a hammer from a pawn shop and even drugged Kathy for a clean escape.
How long was it before you noticed the blood? I forgot. Sorry, maybe a few seconds, I'm not sure. Few seconds?
The pieces were falling into place, painting a horrifying picture of betrayal and cold-blooded crime. Would Brenda face the devastating truth? Would justice finally be served? Now, only the courtroom would hold the answer.
His niece. He killed her whole family, everyone she loved, so Brenda would be forced to live under his roof.
In 2012, Robert found himself finally thrust into a trial for the mass murder of the Lin family, with Kathy steadfastly standing by his side, unwavering in her belief in his innocence.
He is innocent. We believe he is innocent. We keep fighting.
The initial trial unfolded in 2013, where Robert adamantly pleaded not guilty.
I'm grateful to be harmed, and I'll continue to fight for my innocence.
Brenda, holding a dark secret of ongoing physical assault from her uncle, finally broke her silence in court. The trial, stained by mistrial, left justice hanging in the balance. 3 months later, the second trial commenced, weaving a narrative of Robert's motives, his disturbing interest in his niece, envy fueled by Min Lin's success, and resentment over perceived favoritism. A twist of fate, with a new judge, pushed the trial to February 2015. As the clock ticked, the saga unfolded over nearly 8 years, culminating in February 2017. The verdict echoed through the courtroom. Robert G. was found guilty of 5 counts of murder, and a life sentence without parole awaited him. In an interview, Brenda revisited her final memory with her father. It was the day he drove her to the airport for that last trip together.
And as a teenager, and I was trying to be cool, being emotional, and I thought it was ridiculous. I didn't get to say thank you for being an amazing father, or I didn't get to tell him I loved him.
Amidst tearful farewells of classmates, Brenda said her goodbyes without the usual dramatic scenes. After all, it was just a week. She says she believes that the biggest regret of her life was the fact that she never got to hug her father goodbye, even though she had the chance to. Will she emerge from the grip of years of emotional and physical torment, or is her future destined to be haunted by the echoes of regret? If you found this video interesting, please show your support by liking and subscribing to our channel for more content.